All right, so another day has come and gone. It rained a little bit while we were out there. I did manage to get paint on all the panels for the bell tower, second coat, which was important with the OSB. Getting in those nooks and crannies. We want to seal it up really well and preserve this so that way it lasts for you guys for a while. And then we moved on to the top of the ramp. Coming up from the ground, it was a pain. They're all going to be a pain. The way the steel frame comes into those corners, where the ramp comes up from the ground, the ramps from mid-level come down, and then the entrance to the pillbox right there in those corners, there's 4 of them. They're going to be a pain in the butt. Different designs we were trying to go through. They wouldn't pass the fat boy test. You jump up and down, they move. No, we kept going until we found something that was... We brainstormed until we found something that I can jump up and down on, and it doesn't budge. So, a win for that. It just took a really long time today to get that figured out. Hopefully the other 3 are going to be a lot faster now that we know what we're going to do. So, I also want to address some rumors that I'm hearing. People are coming up and talking to me about certain things. They're not leaving comments online, but the field isn't closing. I don't know what people are hearing from at other fields. PAP is not going away. We wouldn't be out there working on this and putting the kind of time and effort into it and money into it if the field was going away. It's not going away. Revo changed names. They moved to Top Gun just because of, I mean, you look at the roster. Where are all those guys from? It's a lot closer for all those guys to move to Top Gun. It's more in the middle of the road. Scenarios, we're looking into getting scenarios going again. So if you have ideas that you'd like to see, hit me up. Let me know, like, if you have a certain World War II scenario, like a battle that you want to model something off of, or a movie or something like that, you know, let me know, because I'm going to be writing some scenarios in my spare time. Other than that, there's going to be a lot of work done to the field. Village field is the priority. The castle, the village field needs to be done. But you're going to see the village field expanded. The small town next to the village is going to be incorporated into that. You know, so if you imagine the village field going that far wide and incorporating the village and that town, and then the village field going the same distance past the castle as it takes to get to the castle, and square that off. That's going to be the new village field when we're done. And we're going to try and mirror that town in the back corner that hasn't been used. So the hill is getting some attention. I'm trying really hard to convince Rick to turn the field 90 degrees, and we play top to bottom. A lot of people have expressed interest in that, and hopefully you guys can jump on here and verify that interest. You know, I'd really like to talk Rick into putting like a giant Atlantic wall bunker, like a fortification there. That's like a massive bunker with machine gun nests on either side of it, trenches and all that stuff. And we can use the Mounds field that Rick is putting in as the beach landing area. So you can play top to bottom, you know, do some World War II beach landings, you know, that sort of stuff. They're all ideas at this point. We haven't gotten to that point yet because we got to finish the village field. So, yeah, I mean, other little things are gonna get attention. I'm also trying to talk Rick into putting some black light floodlights up and doing some galaxy paintball. He did tell me that they're putting together the logistics for getting some zombie stuff going on, and I figured, why not make it so it's not just zombies you're out there playing. You can play with the glow-in-the-dark stuff on each other. So hopefully as we move through the field, we can get that stuff going. We really want to generate interest and get people talking about it, get people approaching other people and say, hey, have you heard this field's doing this? They're working on this, but the plan is A, B, and C to go from there. And, you know, on the scenario front, I'm going to try and work hard to not disappoint And as far as putting the field together, you know, we're working hard to make that happen too. And we're going to go from one end of the field to the other. So hopefully when you pull in, the field's going to look amazing from the gate all the way to the fields. You know, the service is going to be great. You're going to play games that you're going to want to come back and play. And you're going to talk to other people and say, hey, if you're having a birthday party, come here because look how amazing it is. So, yeah, and as we branch out with the village field, hopefully you're going to see an increase in people showing up too. Fields all around are taking hits. I mean, unless you're running a local tournament series where you're going to have 15 5-man teams coming out every weekend practicing, you know, I mean, paintball in general is just, it's slowed down, and hopefully we can motivate it to come back up, especially in this area. Scenario paintball, personally, I've seen trickled off big time. So I want to bring it back, at least in this area, and give the players something that they can look forward to. So I know this was a long one, 6 minutes of me blabbering, but now that I'm out of the wind and the cold, and I have time to sit down and talk, that's what I did. So here's a short clip of what we got accomplished today. Again, it doesn't look like much. More paint on the panels. I'm actually going to be able to hang the panels next time I go there. So I'll have footage of like the finished bell tower once I get those panels hung. But, you know, those were quick. It was trying to find a safe way to put the platform where those ramps meet and the pillbox meets and those corners there. I mean, I can just imagine somebody my size running and jumping onto that thing and it breaking on like the first try. So I wanted to make sure I over-engineered the crap out of it so that way nothing budges. You know, I can tackle somebody twice my size and we can both fall on that thing and it's not going to budge. And also, nobody's going to roll an ankle transitioning from one ramp to the other because it's not a weird facet that goes down it from like 8 different angles and yeah, whatever. So not a lot of progress in this video clip, but it was progress. It was a long time trying to brainstorm to do something that was safe. So yeah. See you on the next one.